Hey guys, I'm Rodin. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be the weekly intuitive astrology reading for December 26th to January 1st. I also go by Island Turtle, by the way. The way this is going to go down is I'm going to go over the astrology of the week, give you my opinion, my 2 cents on it. Any channelings that come forward as well from going over the astrology will happen. And then I will pull some cards for the collective and for each element, okay? Yeah, so if you are curious about social media, website stuff, all the other content we have on Vimeo and Patreon, go ahead and check that out below. Okay. So this week there's a lot going on. First of all, hope you guys had a great holiday if you're watching this on Monday. If you're watching this on Saturday, Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas for those who are celebrating. And of course, Happy New Year. Uh, this week we do have Mercury going retrograde. I know a lot of people have been feeling it. A lot of people have been talking about it. We also have the first quarter moon in Aries on the same day. We also just have a lot of aspects going on. A lot. We're still under the influence of new moon, the new moon Capricorn, the super moon. A really significant supermoon, actually. Also on Patreon and Vimeo if you're curious. But the way that I want to tackle the astrology, because there's just an insane amount of aspects that are happening, I'm just going to talk about the themes of the energy, and I'll go over the degree points and everything like that, okay? So 4 signs are very significant this week: Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer, and Aries. And it's interesting with Aries because Aries is also working with air. Aries is also working with Gemini and Libra a little bit. And I will talk about that, take that information as you will to use in whatever way you want to use it. But with Pisces, Pisces is acting as this really positive force, because we do have another water sign, we have Cancer. So when things start to come up this week that could be either challenging or I'm actually hearing the word confronting, you want to lean into the Pisces. Even when you're looking at your charts, like your personal houses, those of you who have a lot of Pisces in your chart, you're probably going to feel pretty good this week, actually. You're probably going to feel like things are really working out. Things are really progressing in a really good way. Things are falling into place in a really good way. If you have a lot of Cancer in your chart, you can feel a little agitated, a little triggery, especially because Lilith is in like late degree Cancer this week too. I'll go over that some more. But when you're looking at your houses, which is based off your rising sign, wherever you have Pisces, probably going to be a really cool house for you this week. A really nice aspect to your life that just things are working out, things are coming together, things are getting rectified. Cancer is going to be a little bit of the challenge here, and I'll talk more about as to why that is. Capricorn is acting as a bridge. It's almost like Capricorn energy is coming to the table to bring, coming to the table to bring things into sight, into view. This is okay. That's just how it's coming through. To bring things into sight, bring things into view, even coming into conflict resolution to get things right, to get to the end goal and result the best goal for everybody. This is also part of the new moon Capricorn energy that we've been under. Capricorn is emerging this week almost as like a new energy, and it is correlating with the new moon Capricorn in that, are we mastering our Capricorn energy? Are we mastering our ability to see how to execute the best plan for everyone, how to set up the best structure, infrastructure for everyone? It's like an overlooking energy is how it feels to me, and Pisces is just supporting that. Pisces is bringing in that spirituality, that interconnectedness, that that caring, that compassion of, hey, we're all connected and we all affect each other. So okay, Capricorn, so like, what can we do in our physical reality to make sure everybody's taken care of? And then Aries is like also getting riled up by that energy. Now I'm getting carried away, like these are characters in a story. But anyway, that's what's going on with Capricorn. Capricorn, with this new moon Capricorn phase, it's bringing in a new, not manifestation of it. It's a new kind of Capricorn. It's Capricorn 2.0. It's been remastered, if you imagine it that way. It's evolved. It's gone to a new level. It's ascended. Capricorn is now ascended. And there's another number of reasons for that. First of all, Pluto is almost done with Capricorn. That's part of the mastery of what we learned with this Capricorn energy, right? Because we've seen the corruption, we've seen the distortion of Capricorn, and we've been working that out for the last more than a few years. We've been working that out, and now it's time to come into this rebirthed Capricorn energy, remastered, ascended, matured Capricorn energy. And it is about overlooking what is best for everybody and the effects of long-term action, investments, discipline, consequences for a long-term path. Now, Mercury is retrograding in Capricorn, starting to retrograde on the 29th. Will that bring challenges? Potentially, but it's a review, right? That's what retrogrades are. It's time to kind of sit back and detach and kind of look at it from a higher perspective of the way we think and the way we communicate when it comes to this new remastered Capricorn energy. Have we really learned? Can we look at ourselves and how we communicate and collaborate and think and get focused and goal oriented when it comes to work or money or relationships, all of that stuff, right? Can we look at ourselves and see how we can be even more mature in that way? How we could be even more rational, how we can see more of the moving puzzle pieces and how they need to be grounded into the physical reality and make it happen and achieve it. Can we look at ourselves in that way? Right? That's what Mercury retrograde is bringing to us. And Venus is right there with it, also helping that out. And relationships are going to be huge. But anyway, Capricorn is the bridge this week. Okay, Capricorn is emerging to the table, bringing some cool stuff. Pisces is the positive force, bringing in that spirituality, that psychic awareness, that intuition, even just empathy and compassion and understanding to help what Capricorn is trying to bridge. And then we got Cancer, which is opposing Capricorn, right? It is the 1-7 of each other. That Cancer energy is a little aggravated, okay? With Cancer, we do have Pallas Athena and we do have Lilith in Cancer right now. And they're both playing significant roles this week. Hi, Bubby. We do have a kitty cat. Hopefully he doesn't knock the camera over. Hi, you want to come sit? Hold on, guys, sorry. You gonna sit down? Can you sit, please? Please? He's like, I'll decide when I sit. Actually, that's kind of what's going on with Cancer, so it's funny he kind of is like emerged here. So what's going on with Cancer with this Lilith Pallas Athena energy, because there is some oppositions to Pallas Athena because Mercury is in Capricorn, Venus is in Capricorn, again, opposing Cancer, right? It brings up this energy of asking Capricorn, as Capricorn comes to the table, asking Capricorn to go, can you be less rigid? Yeah, can you tell it's kind of provoking? Can you be less rigid? Can you be less controlling? Can you go with the flow more? There's a little bit of feminine rage, feminine outcry of like, take a step back, don't get too close to me. Like it's got a little bit of that, like that bitterness to it. And there are themes too this week about victimization, wrongdoings, and imbalance, and it's really going to aggravate Cancer, but it's really in the realm of Aries that we're going to see that. Oh my God, you're so cute. But yeah, Cancer is a little irritated. Cancer is a little angry. Cancer is tired of being taken advantage of. That's also part of Lilith, Cancer, working with these planets, and also working with Pluto. Pluto's been huge here this week too. So just know wherever you got Cancer, or if you have a lot of Cancer in your chart, you might be feeling a little aggro, might be feeling a little aggravated, might be feeling like people are overstepping too much. People have done enough. You're done. You've done enough. So just check yourself. Just check yourself. Just practice that self-awareness. Lean into the inner Pisces and practice the self-awareness and allow the re-emerged, matured Capricorn energy, the Capricorn 2.0, to come to the table, be reborn, take up space, and do what it wants to do, right? Now let's talk about Aries. So Aries has been interesting because Jupiter's in Aries. Chiron is also in Aries. Eris is also in Aries. I'm not looking too hard at Eris. I mean, it is playing a role this week, but it's like, Eris moves very, very, very slowly, and it is the feminine warrior, but Chiron and Jupiter are doing plenty this week. Under the new moon, Jupiter was kind of fueling us to make a choice, right? Motivating us to take action one way or another, but are we making it from the choice of our egos, or are we doing it from a place of light and awareness, right? That was what the new moon Capricorn is bringing. Now it's turning into something else this week with some of the aspects that we have going on. Aries will be looking at wrongdoings, imbalances, victimization, and feeling like, God, I got to do something. I got to do something about this. I got to do something about this. Whether it's about your own victimization, imbalance, etc., or you're witnessing it, either way, there's going to be this feeling of, I got to do something. I got to do something. I got to do something. Jupiter is opposing Ceres, which is in Libra. Here's where it gets tricky. Anytime Jupiter is in a square or an opposition or a difficult aspect, it still brings expansion. It can still bring luck and optimism. But you just got to be careful. You just got to think about it a little bit because it can become shadowy. It can like overdo or obsess or become selfish or greedy or indulgent. Again, the extremes, right? So with this opposition to Ceres, which Ceres is asking us in Libra, it's asking, is everyone getting taken care of? Has everybody been considered? Has everybody gotten their justice? Are things in balance the way that they are supposed to be? And Jupiter in the opposition, we'll see imbalance, we'll see wrongdoings or victimization even. Juno's playing a role in that too, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And go, ooh, let me get into my warrior. Let me get into my warrior and serve justice. All good intentions, right? Be careful with that. If you get lost in that or obsessed with that, you could, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? It could backfire or lead to some missteps or mistakes, even a burnout. It could even go the opposite way, where it can turn into selfish, indulgent, greedy energy, right? So just stay aware. Just stay aware of that. Now, how Juno's playing a role in this. Juno's in Pisces at 22 degrees. Juno's the asteroid of marriage and partnership and also protection of women. You see the themes here. Cancer's a little aggravated. Cancer's aggravated. We got a little bit of that like mother, divine feminine, rage, irritation. Get away from me. Don't control me. Don't be too rigid with me. Don't manipulate me. Don't take advantage of me. Don't take from me. Da 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 da. That's what Cancer is saying this week, right? Trying to almost keep Capricorn in check, but Capricorn is trying to bridge the new. You see what I'm saying? This might be themes that come into play in your relationships this week because Venus is creating a lot of aspects too. So if you find yourself in that dynamic with people this week, just go, oh wait, didn't Island Turtle, didn't Rodin, WaterBaby, whatever name you like. I have a lot of names. I go by a lot of names and I kind of like it that way. But anyway, didn't she say something about this? Let me check myself. Right? Anyway, so coming back to Juno. With all these themes of victimization and imbalance and wrongdoings, Juno's protection of women, protection of the feminine, protection gets activated. Juno is aspecting Neptune, and Juno is also aspecting Venus and Mercury, I believe, at different points during the week. So again, that Capricorn working with the Pisces, right? The Pisces Capricorn working together is an amazing team this week. If you got a lot of planets in Capricorn and Pisces, it's going to be a cool week. If you got a lot of Cancer in Capricorn, not that it's not going to be a good week, just check yourself. Just check yourself. If you have a lot of Aries, be the warrior. Be the warrior. Just pace yourself. Pace yourself and just think shit out, okay? Yeah, so those are the themes of what's going on this week, okay? I'm wondering if there's anything else I want to mention to you. Yeah, guys, there's just so many aspects. There's just so many aspects I could spit at you, but it's like, you don't need me to spit them at you. I will say with communication with Mercury, because Mercury is conjunct Venus this week. Mercury is also, can I remember off the top of my head? Working with Neptune, sextile. Yeah, that feels right. Sextile Neptune. What's the other one? There's a third one. There's a third one. Is it Juno? It's got to be Juno. If it's aspecting Neptune, it's aspecting Juno. Because Neptune and Juno are conjunct this week. Very powerful, very yummy, ooey gooey spiritual energy. But anyway, coming back. So Mercury's working with Venus, Juno, and Neptune this week. That's bringing in very soothing communication, very healing communication, very deep conversation. Mercury is also working with Pluto more so towards the end of the week. Well, no, I take that back. All week, because Mercury is moving between 24 and 23 degrees. Pluto's sitting at 27. So yeah, all week Mercury is also conjunct Pluto, which is beautiful because it deepens the conversations, it deepens the analytical understanding, it makes things more authentic and more real. The Neptune with the Juno, with all that Pisces energy, also makes it more sensitive, more compassionate, more understanding, more spiritual, more soul to soul, right? More human to human. And all Capricorn wants to do is bridge and ground, bridge and ground, bridge and ground, bridge and ground. And it's also conjunct Venus, which is also beautiful. So relationships this week of all kind, and especially business, because we're talking about Capricorn too, business, family, and of course romantic, and even friendships, all relationships really. It just doesn't, the business side or work side doesn't always get this yumminess to it. But this is a great week if you want to collaborate with people, if you want to go into business with people, if you want to work with someone and be their lover. This is a great week to have that conversation and get that started. But it just brings the humanity. It brings the humanity to the table. Cancer is the one that is going to be like, step back. Yeah. So again, just be aware. Dreams, intuition, visions this week, downloads are going to be crazy, because we do have so much Neptunian energy also aspecting Venus and Mercury, right? So it's going to be intense. It's going to be a lot, but it's going to be so beautiful too. It's going to be so beautiful. Yeah, a lot of potential to heal a lot of things this week, but it is a free will choice. All right, it is a free will choice. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and do the collective reading. Bubby, you're taking up all the space again. I know. All right. I'm a cat mom. For those who are new, this is just what I do. All right, where are we going to start? Give me a minute. What deck are we going to start with for the collective? Aminals want to talk. This one always wants to talk. It's a great deck. Clyde, I love you, but Bubby, I gotta scoot you somewhere else. Can you just scoot back a bit? He's like, no, I want to be right in like in the prime petting zone. Come here. I know. You know the drill. You know how this goes. You know already. Okay? You can stay there. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Let's get a timestamp on this. All right, so we're going to do collective, and then we're going to get into elements. We'll do 7:05. Okay. All right, so let's get into the collective message here. Any messages or insights for the collective for the week? Any messages or insights for the collective for the week? Yeah, I'm hearing control. There's all the Cappy energy. That Mercury retrograde and then also Pluto drilling down on a lot of this stuff, including drilling down on Lilith and Cancer. For some of you, it might really bring up some very painful themes, very painful memories, very painful emotions, but it really is to finish this mastering of Capricorn. It's to finish this mastering of evolution of what we view, how we view authority, how we view power, especially in the context of relationships. The balance of the emotional, the compassionate, and the practical, the logical, the rational, like the need to is like, that's also something that's coming up. Like, have we finally learned enough to balance the I need to do this, this is important, this has to get done, and the compassionate human side of things, right? It also is part of this lesson too that we've all been under for a while of, can we be in the world and not of it, right? Being connected emotionally, spiritually, while having to deal with the physical reality. It's a fine line to walk, but it is a balancing act. Any messages or insights for the collective for this week? Yeah, communication is going to be a lot easier. And again, when Mercury goes retrograde, yeah, it can make communication a little wonky, but we have so much support to deepen that communication and understanding this week, that even though if we are going into a Mercury retrograde, I don't think it's going to be as difficult with speaking and getting your point across as it normally is. And look, first card out, we've got the owl. Wait, is this two? No. Beautiful. High Priestess energy with the owl. This is intuition. This is psychic awareness. It is divine feminine energy. In this deck, it does speak of a surprise coming, a very positive boon coming. But yeah, I mean, this is like, oh God, this is so Piscean. It's like, I see you, I hear you, but I feel you. Yeah, I see you, I hear you, I feel you. Even if nothing is being physically said. That's literally what this feels like. A lot of telepathic communication is probably going to be happening too this week. I keep feeling this combination thing happening. like opportunities like for work and just connection with people. So it could also be like, you know, just bringing more like social interactions into the workplace. That could even be part of it. But some of you, I really feel this combination of like love and work, romance and work, family and work. Almost like to actually have the balance, it all needs to be intertwined for some of you. And there's just this understanding. There's a small group of you where you can have this, you have, it's capable. You're capable of having this kind of connection with somebody where you don't have to say anything, but you're saying so much. And it's being heard and understood, and everybody knows it, and who's involved. You know, it's a very beautiful, rare thing when you can have that with somebody. Those of you where that's been capable between you and another person, it's getting deeper, it's getting more solidified and accepted. I feel like there's been resistance there. There's something that's suddenly relaxed about it. It's just being allowed to exist. There's no resistance anymore. And you know, if there wasn't resistance, there wasn't, but I feel like for a lot of you there probably was. And it's being allowed. It's gonna get interesting. Any other messages or insights? I feel Cancer with that octopus. I do. I feel it. Some of you are like literally like sending out your little like energetic like spidey senses to pick up on things. Some of you that's totally what it is. But octopus is codependency. Octopus can be like a strangling energy. And I feel like it's actually codependence. I feel it's the Cancer. I do. I really feel like it's the Cancer. There's something about it that feels angry to me. There's something about it that feels angry. Some of you are going to have a deeper understanding and awareness of how deeply rooted or how deeply attached you are to pain, to your own victimization, to your rage, your sense of betrayal. I keep getting victimization with that, and control. Your pain around being controlled. You know, it's interesting too, because sometimes, I'm going to say most of the time, when we've experienced trauma of being manipulated and controlled and abused, we often become that ourselves. So maybe this is going to be a very clarifying moment about who you are. Yeah, about who you are. And I hate to say like how those characteristics have maybe become a part of you, whether you wanted to admit it or not, see that or not. That's definitely going to be the case for some of you. And obviously not all of you. But this is the angry Cancer energy. It's the angry feminine energy. There's a sense of entitlement too that I'm feeling with this. I would really be aware of that. I'd really self-reflect on that sense of entitlement. What do you feel so entitled to? Yeah, what do you feel so entitled to? What do you feel so entitled to? And not getting what it is you're entitled to, or not having it be a certain way, brings out the trigger, the rage, the irritation. Yeah, it's almost like, that's honestly what I keep getting. It's like, what has been so irritating for you, and like whatever abuse or victimization you've experienced, like if you perceive someone coming that might fit that or might be capable of that, you actually kind of go into that mode against that person. Does that make sense? Yeah. Oh, that's like, well, that's just how human beings work, right? Yeah. Wow, interesting. Okay. Seeing a lot of shadowy Cancer here. Any other messages or insights for the collective for the week? Ooh, we got raccoon. The raccoon always feels so sad to me. I don't know why that is, but this raccoon in particular always feels very sad. The raccoon speaks of masks and also mischief and like trickery, like trickster energy, more playful, but this always feels so sad to me. Yeah, honestly, guys, like I feel, yeah, I feel like this is hitting like almost like a bedrock little nugget of rage and anger around victimization, imbalance, abuse, control. Yeah. And with the raccoon, it's when we have anger, it's because we have pain. Anger almost always comes from being hurt in some way, shape, or form. It comes from pain. And I feel like the raccoon is speaking to how hidden this has been, because how deeply rooted it is, or how deeply attached you are to it without realizing it before. But all the energies this week make this really obvious. And someone might trigger this for you. You might just be triggered innately. You could be doing this work by yourself or with other people, but yeah. And I do feel, because of the energies of the week, because everybody's going to go into this like higher perception mode, other people will see it. Some of them already have been. And then again, can we like be mature in Capricorn, take accountability and take care of it? With love, with the love of Pisces and non-judgment. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh. Any other messages or insights for the collective this week? Oh, scared. I just got the word scared, scared, scared. I got scared with the raccoon. Scared, 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 scared. Yeah, it's like the bedrock nugget of anger and rage against victimization and all of that, and imbalance and wrongdoings and being taken from. And then it's like sad, scared, fear. There's fear. You're hitting some fear. You could mine it out. Oh, the lion. The master of fire in this deck. This has such a royal regal energy to it, right? I mean, look at that. The lion, the reason why the lion in this deck is the master of fire, it's this understanding of how to use your fire, when to take action, how to take action. And remember I was saying about Aries, right? Aries, you're getting motivated. You want to move into the warrior energy. You want to handle it. You want to problem solve. You want justice. Lion can bring that, but it's about the timing. There's a lot going on with that lion. I might clarify that. On the bottom, we do have bat. I like bat. Bat is a transitional energy. Oh, and look, mouse. More fear and anxiety, and then hitting a 0 point, a restart here with the earthworm. I like that, actually. I like it. Yeah, there's very, very deeply rooted fear that is being seen now. With the bat, it feels like shedding light in the dark, shedding light into the darkness, the shadow, something that's been really buried and really hidden away. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of you, this is actually some trauma that you've really suppressed. Because it's coming from fear. It's coming from some sort of traumatic, like reaction of scared, scared, scared. Mouse is an anxious energy. It's a panic, I'm scared, panic, I'm scared, panic, I'm scared. That's the root of it. And then of course it's like the layer up is the sadness and grief of having that fear and whatever happened in relation to that. And then above that's the anger that it happened at all. Wow, that's deep. Oh, that's deep. Like I said, we got Pluto. Pluto's drilling down on Lilith. Pluto's working with Mercury. And then we have Neptune and Juno and all this Pisces, like really taking us to the spiritual context of things, while we're also going super deep in our minds and in our psyches and in our hearts and our deepest desires and rage. Like, we're going deep this week. Yeah, that's how it feels. That's how it feels. It's whatever this is. Like I said, some of you, it's a repressed or suppressed memory, trauma, anger, sadness, grief, scared. Yeah, I want to clarify that raccoon. I have like deck spewed out everywhere. Oh, you know what? I forgot I had this deck. Hold on. Sorry, Bubby. He was using it as a pillow. I know, I disrupted you. I'm sorry. Kind of feels appropriate. I saw when I was in Sedona, and I was like, how could I not? How could I not? Full disclosure. I mean, I don't really like the direction Disney's gone now for a number of years, but I mean, I am a 90s kid. It's hard to be a 90s kid and not love Disney. And everybody who's like, you know, into Disney like that, kind of like specific things. I like the villains, says the Scorpio. Okay. I want to look at the raccoon. I want to look at this fear. I want to look at this deeply rooted trauma. How about the raccoon? Some of you actually, some of you will be dealing with somebody who can actually help you through this, trigger this, even help you to see this. A lot of patience on this lion. I feel a lot of patience coming from this person. And compassion. Lion is big-hearted energy too. Tell me about the raccoon. Tell me about the raccoon. You know, Cancer speaks to emotional security too. This could relate to something that made you feel very emotionally, very unsafe, like you were in danger. Tell me about raccoon. Tell me about raccoon. For the collective, tell me about raccoon. Okay. Tell me about this fear. Let's see. We have Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is communication. You could have experienced really manipulative communication, really aggressive communication, abusive communication, because Knight of Swords is a little rough. Knight of Swords is that Gemini energy, right? For some of you, there's also this repression around the voice, like whatever happened made you feel like you can't speak, you couldn't speak up, you couldn't speak out. I hate to go here, but some of you, this is relating to sexual abuse. I just have to be honest with what I get. But yeah, like this, I feel like this invites conflict and violence. And when I say violence, I don't mean physical violence or just physical violence. It's like violent energy, something that's like, energetically, whether it's emotions, words, the energy of, you know, that, like like that. And it's, like I said, some of you, I'm definitely feeling sexual abuse there. Tell me more about raccoon. Six of Coins. Sorry, it was like my brain stopped working for a minute. Six of Coins. This is like whatever this fear is, whatever this trauma is, it made you afraid of people reaching out to you. Like that's what I'm getting. A fear or like of being approached, of being reached out to. Some of you could also just have been super sensitive and then something happened, you know, in your childhood and just forever made you feel like, oh my God, I gotta be careful, people get near me. Like really wanting a big bubble space just out of a need of self-preservation. But that is panic, right? That is panic, that is anxiety, that is trauma, that is fear. It's like not safe, not safe, not safe, not safe, get away. Tell me more about raccoon. Oh, let me check the time. Sorry, guys. I really got to be good about this. Got stuff going on today. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. All right. Tell me more about raccoon. Interesting. We got the Chariot. Like this to me just feels like a wave of energy. Like that's how this feels to me. This feels like a wave of energy. I mean, if I were to read this explicitly, like this is somebody like wanting to reach out and wanting to do something with you or progress something with you or to have some sort of sense of commitment. You know, Capricorn is also Saturn, and you know, with Venus and Mercury being there, a lot of conversations about commitment, leveling up, getting serious about your relationships or your endeavors. Very, very huge, right? And someone could be approaching you with this and it's just really triggering some deep trauma. Of just like, no, fuck no. Like trust issues with that. But relating to whatever the fear is, whatever the trauma is, I think it's gonna be different for everybody, obviously. But it feels like it was just getting hit by a wave of energy. Yeah, it's like it makes me feel very like a stunned animal. Is kind of how it feels. But yeah, I think that's how it's getting triggered for you this week, is like there's a lot coming at you and whatever is coming at you, it is some sort of like reaching out, like someone's reaching out, someone's saying something, or maybe you're wanting to say something, but it's bringing up so much energy and it just feels overwhelming. It feels overwhelming. Tell me about raccoon. Tell me about raccoon. Tell me about raccoon. I'm getting a fear of starting over. I don't know what that's about. Fear of starting over. Could be fear of reconciliation. But that's what it feels like. It feels like starting from scratch or going back to zero, going back to the start. Like some of you, that's part of it. That's what's coming up. Fear of starting over. Tell me more about raccoon. Ooh, overall, we do have the Eight of Swords. Well, that's literally the card of fear. With a choice. With the Two of Swords, the and the Two implies a 6. You're afraid of some sort of movement. Yeah. Wow. And then the Two of Coins, and it's a decision that you need to make. Wow. Yeah. With the Hanged Man, with the Six of Swords. Yeah. You're afraid of some sort of movement. I feel like you guys are getting approached. And again, it could even be that you want to make moves towards something, towards someone, but you're like, oh my God, no. You know? And it might require you to start over in some way in your life, whether it's starting over with work or starting over with a person or starting over with living situation or money situation. There's some sort of like, whatever someone's offering you or whatever you're wanting to do or offer somebody, it requires some sort of reset. And that scares you. It scares you. It scares you. But when you get approached or you're starting to face the reality of this decision for yourself in whatever way you need to start over, or in what you need to say to somebody, it makes you anxious. It's like anger comes up about past experiences relating to this fear. Then sadness comes up, and then you're realizing how scared you are, how anxious you are, and it's just like, oh. Wow. Okay. Wow. I want to look at this lion, because lion, again, is the wisdom of when to act, how to act, and some of you have a lion who's being very patient here, who's helping you through this, or is part of this experience with you. I'm going to use Light Seers Tarot here, and then I'm going to get into elements, because you guys know me, this is going to be a long reading. I've just been really enjoying myself, though. I've just been enjoying it, though. So, tell me about the lion. Tell me about the lion. With the lion. Yeah, I honestly think you guys are going to realize what you're actually afraid of is either like using your voice, because that's definitely a thing for some of you, or it's part of the all-encompassing situation. That's just the theme I'm feeling, but it's really coming down to this fear of needing to start from scratch, needing to start over. Oh God, even as I say it out loud, like, oh God, it makes my stomach sink. Talking about the lion. Almost like Capricorn's going, can you commit and reinvest in something totally new in your life? A relationship, a living situation, a job, a career. Oh God, starting over in career is hard. What about lion? Some of you, it's asking you to embrace a rebirth, to let go of whatever this grief, sadness, trauma is. So it's like, so you can finally shed it out of your body, right? And be that cleaner, more mastered, matured, evolved person. Tell me about the lion. Almost like becoming the lion in a way. Tell me about the lion. Tell me about the lion. Feeling Ace of Cups, actually. We'll see if that comes out. Ooh, tell me about the lion. Gardening? Who's doing gardening today? It's Christmas Eve. No work today. Come on, guys. Tell me about the lion. Let's see. Eight of Pentacles. I heard focus. Focus. With the Strength card and then the Seven of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Focus, focus, focus. This feels like a balancing act. It almost feels like Capricorn working with fire. That's how it feels to me. Like, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. With the Seven of Swords, it implies that something is becoming clear, something is emerging still, and I feel like, again, it's related to this trigger or just this needing to face what needs to be done and how to do it. But there's a patience. Oh my God, there's such a patience with this. Like, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused, and just wait. Don't lose the discipline, don't lose the focus, don't lose the effort, and just wait for more clarity to come out. And again, if this is someone who's like helping you or dealing with you, they're watching what you're going through and they're just like, be patient. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient for the right moment. For the right moment. For the right moment. Talking about the Lion. Two of Wands in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. Yikes. This is like, what's the right decision? That's what this feels like to me. Is it this way? Is it that way? What's the right choice? What's the right choice? What's the right path here? So again, bringing this more into context for all your different situations. If you're processing these, like, you know, anger and sadness and fear and all this stuff, and realizing that what you're really afraid of is starting over or like doing a new path, or maybe even just being a person who's not attached to these old traumas, right? There's this moment of needing to face it and make a choice about it. And the Lion asks you to move into that place of mastery, of authority, of maturity to do so. And for those of you who are dealing with a Lion, it's almost like they're watching you. Like, they're literally just observing you and trying to be patient and waiting to see what choice you make. If you're gonna make a choice to step into this whole, like, okay, I can do this, I can let this go, I can address my fear, blah, 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 or not. It's kind of like, will this person be in or will this person be out? And if this is just all happening with yourself, addressing these very deep bedrock emotions of anger and fear and sadness and trauma, it's like, can you really face that part of you and really let it go so you could have peace? Can you do it? Can you do it? Tell me about the Lion. And it feels like while that's going on, if this is like, again, a solo thing for you, there's something going on in your life that you need to make a choice about that's bringing this up, that's putting pressure. And you got to make a choice. Tell me about the Lion. Tell me about the Lion. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, waiting and evaluating. Overall, we do have the Nine of Wands with the Queen of Swords. I love it. Discernment. Can you let it go? 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 And if you're dealing with a Lion, this is them also practicing patience while you are going through your process here. Wow. Okay, that is the collective message. All right, let's move on to elements. Let me just double check my time here. Okay. All right, who's going first? Air, water. Water, you're going first. Okay. I feel like you guys almost never go first. Let's do 4410. Okay. Water signs. My beautiful, beautiful water signs. For you, we're going to go classic. Those will stay. We're going to go classic here. With the Rider Waite. Any messages or insights for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for the week. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Making sure that you're within is going to be really good for you this week. I felt this almost like recalibrating the self and being like, okay, I'm here. I am here. I'm not out there. I'm here. It feels like you're bracing yourself too for something. It could be bracing yourself for a conversation or an approach or approaching, but that's how it feels. Almost like you're preparing. It's almost like you're preparing to go into battle. You're preparing yourself. Yeah. You're preparing yourself for a conversation, for an event, for a circumstance, for an environment. You're preparing yourself. That's how it feels. And keep in mind, because this general, it can be vice versa. Any messages or insights for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Nope, okay. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I just heard you don't have to take the long path. I feel like that's going to resonate for whoever that needs to resonate for. You don't have to take the long road to get to the same place. You don't have to. Let's see. Unless you're stubborn. Interesting. Lovers in reverse and the Fool in reverse. Okay. Was this a mistake or are you resisting? Resisting. I heard resisting. There's a resistance here. It could be resisting a relationship. It could be resisting a choice, but there's resistance. And with the Lovers being here, and first of all, both of these are major arcana, right? With the Lovers being here, it's something really significant. Why is there resistance, water signs? Is this your resistance or is this someone else's resistance? I feel like it's resisting a choice. It's resisting a path. Because you're not sure. Are you not sure or are you not sure? Is your ego and the mind doing the talking and thinking? Or is it your heart? Go within, water signs. Yeah, I really want to say go within. Go within. If you're the one who's resisting or confused, go within. You're going to get all your answers. Or at least the clarity and discernment you need. But that's what this is feeling like to me. Any other messages or insights for water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you could potentially be, I don't want to say making a mistake, because are there really mistakes? We learn from all of our choices, right? I personally believe every choice brings us closer to whatever truth is there. Oh, ooh, Seven of Swords. Yeah, that feels like sabotage to me. That feels like self-sabotage to me. The more resistance you have, the more likely you're going to self-sabotage. What are you, God, water signs, you're also holding on to something. You're holding on to something. You're holding on to something, and it's fueling your resistance. Again, this could be you, this could be somebody else, but whatever it is that you're holding on to, this deep trauma, the anger, the fear, the sadness, all of that, it's making you resist and you're feeling confused, but I don't think you're really confused. I think you're just not dropping deep enough into your heart. Deep enough into your truth, into your feelings to understand what it is that is affecting you, that you're still holding on to, that's causing self-sabotage. Again, it could be someone else, it doesn't have to be you, but that's what's coming through here. The ego is in the driver's seat. Any other messages or insights for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And remember, when Mercury goes retrograde, it is going to cause a little bit of delay, a little bit of confusion, but it's to get us to really look at the bigger picture of how we haven't been or could be mastering our Capricorn energy, our authority, dignity is interesting, integrity, that whatever we are creating and putting out in the world, that we are thinking long term, and that if we are thinking long term, we think about the consequences and everybody it affects. Right? It's commitment. It's commitment. Are you afraid of commitment, water signs? I think if anything, someone would be afraid of commitment with water signs. Scorpio here. We can be intense. Yes, Cancer, we know you're fun-loving. I feel like I just heard some Cancers go, not me. Any other messages or insights from your water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Page of Pentacles. There's some evaluation. There's planning. There's thinking. Yeah, it's like logistics. There's logistics you're looking at here, which is fine. It's not a bad thing. Just remember, the longer you hold on to whatever it is that's causing you to have this resistance, the more likely you're going to self-sabotage. I do also feel like you are keeping this close to your chest, that if there's someone else involved in this, you're not telling them. You're not telling them. I got definitely feeling some commitment, folks, here. But you are thinking, evaluating, considering. You are looking at the details, which is exactly what you need to do anyway. Capricorn's asking you to do that. Any other messages or insights from your water signs? Woo! Ay, ay, ay. Four of Cups. You're not looking at what you need to look at. You're avoiding it. What are you avoiding? You're avoiding the thing that's causing you to have resistance. Whatever it is you're deeply attached to. When it comes to your trauma, your fear, your sadness, your anger. So while you're looking at logistics, you're ignoring something emotional. Literally. Literally. That's also the battle of Capricorn Cancer, too. We have to consider all. And here you are looking at the physical, the practical, the logical, and you're actually not looking at the emotional thing, which is really weird for my water signs. But again, it could be vice versa. But you're not looking at it because deep down you're really attached to whatever it is. It's hard for you to face it. It's hard for you to go there, especially for my Cancers. And for this week. Any other messages or insights for my water signs for the week? Anything else for my water signs for the week? Ooh, there it is. Got a pretty significant connection here on the board, water signs. So now we have Two of Cups in reverse. You literally have the Lovers in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. I just heard plan, 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 plan. After the Four of Cups, we also have the Four of Swords in reverse. So fours are pretty significant here for you. Plan. What's the plan? What's the plan? What's the plan? You need a plan. You know you need a plan. Whoa. The evil deck, the villain's deck, just exploded. But we left one card behind. Let's see what it is. The Nine of Coins. Confidence, independence, being single. But yeah, with the Two of Cups in reverse here, along with the Lovers in reverse, that I do feel like not only is this a choice, but it involves a very significant connection. But with them being in reverse, it's almost like, again, it's been, thank you, they just keep saying it's been resisted. It's been resisted, it's been resisted, it's been resisted, and there needs to be a plan here. Because again, you're thinking about logistics of what to do, what's best, what's best, but you are ignoring something. You're in denial about something, about what has caused this resistance in the first place and causing the self-sabotage of this in the first place. You need that clarity. You need that discernment. You need to go within. Four of Swords in reverse, go within. Go within. Overall, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse with the Five of Cups in reverse. Ooh, and then we got the Star. If you go within, water signs, if you get into your heart, if you face this, whatever this is, it's going to be very healing for you. Oh my God, it's going to be so healing for you and so healing for whatever connection is involved here. Okay? It's caused enough damage already. It's caused enough damage. It's almost like you've had something really beautiful right in front of you, and because of your own trauma, you just have been like resistance, self-sabotage mode. The Knight of Cups in reverse, you could have been also like not very honest here. This also implies like emotional detachment or even emotional manipulation. Some of this trauma could have been around people who have been emotionally manipulative or emotionally abusive. I am getting that. Inappropriate lovers is my inappropriate lover card. But yeah, this could be very healing, water signs. And again, it doesn't have to be you. It could be someone you're dealing with, because this is someone who's avoiding their emotions. Okay? Alrighty. Moving on. Earth, fire, air. Fire, you want to go first. You want to go next. Okay. Fire. Let me double check the time. Sorry, I'm going to have to do it very frequently. Okay. Where are we? All right, 54. We'll do 40. Wowza. All right. Okay, fire signs, fire signs, fire signs, fire signs. Where are we going? What deck do you want? Ooh, okay, fire signs. You want the energy oracle cards. Okay. These have very interesting messages, so I was like, oh, interesting. For my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Any messages or insights for my fire signs for the week? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sag, are you angry about something? Suddenly all the attention kind of went to you. You felt aggravated by something. Triggered? Triggered by something? I think you have something to say. I do. Sag, I think you got a lot to say. Fire signs. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Ooh, we got Door to Romance. Wow, that's a powerful card to come right out of the gate. 33 as well, a master number, which is more about catalytic energy, creation energy after mastering the self. But Door to Romance, Door of Love opening. Door of Love has been open, is what I'm hearing. It's been open. You've been aware of this. This is not new. This isn't new. It's not new. It's been here. Okay. Is that why you're aggravated? Interesting. Appreciation. Appreciation is kind of like the Nine of Pentacles card. It's confidence, it's independence, it's a state of gratitude. It's feeling pretty amazing, actually, with Door to Romance. It's been here and you've been ready to embrace this. Then what is this friction, fire signs? What is the friction? What is the friction? What is the friction? Is it that you've been ready and aware, but someone else hasn't been? These are all like love readings right now, but someone else hasn't been? Kind of getting that vibe. Like you've known it's been there, but someone else just finally took notice. That's kind of how it feels. Yeah, but someone else finally took notice. I just keep feeling an annoyed energy here. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries, Leo, Sag. Any messages or insights for Aries, Leo, Sag? We are in Capricorn season with Venus and Mercury. People are getting more serious, more clear about what they want to invest in and be dedicated to. Okay, so it could very well be fire signs that someone is finally seeing this. Is it too little, too late? Are you too annoyed? Also noticing the sixes, 33 and 15. You don't break down master numbers, but you know, 6, 6. Sixes could be significant. Any other messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Wow. Happy family with a 4. Fire signs, honestly, I feel like I'm looking at someone who's like walking into commitment. Who's ready to walk into commitment. It feels like it's been delayed though. Like it's like, yeah. Feels like it's been delayed. Mars retrograde could have been contributing to that. We're still in Mars retrograde, but yeah, someone's ready. Someone's walking into commitment or is really ready for commitment here. Oh. Any other messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. And you guys know me. I don't get into serious love readings. At least not anymore. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't here. I mean, it's super clear. It's like it can't get any clearer than that. Right? Can't get any clearer than that. Any other messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm hearing the right commitment. The right commitment. The right one. The right way of doing it. For you, maybe? Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Okay. Rest and rejuvenation. Yeah, that's what I was feeling, that there's been some sort of delay here. There's been some sort of delay. There's been some sort of resistance. Actually, very similar to water. Very, very similar to water. I feel like someone's been taking care of themselves, which I think is good. It's good too. Someone in this situation has been taking care of themselves, healing themselves, self-reflecting, growing. It's very needed. Some of you need to do this yourself. But yeah, I can see it. There's been some sort of delay. I don't think it's been explained. It has not. I'm hearing it has not. There's been no discussion as to the delay. Okay, well, that would be irritating. That'd be annoying. That'd be very annoying. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. Some of you are really needing a break from your family life. If you're already in a committed relationship, this is saying that you actually need a little bit of a break and you need to take care of yourself, okay? To be able to come back and appreciate, have gratitude for the family life, for your partner. But for my singles, this is about potential commitment that's been put on hold or delay, because there's been a need for you or both of you or the other person to take care of themselves, heal something. But again, if you're in a committed relationship or family, you need to make sure you are taking care of yourself and that you do give yourself breaks. We all need a little solo time. And yes, I understand having children's a responsibility, having family's responsibility. It doesn't mean you don't take care of yourself, right? Interesting. Overall, we have all tied up in reverse. So letting go of something, being freed. Ooh, woman holding a coin. Ooh, man holding a coin. Ooh, something is. Fire signs. If you are single and you've been waiting for a commitment, it's happening. Green light. Green light. Somebody had to take care of some stuff. I can feel it though. Like there hasn't been an explanation. There hasn't been talk about it, and it needs to be discussed. So if you're the one who needed time and you're coming back into the fold and being like, hey, can we talk about this now? Like, be prepared for a little bit of irritation. And honestly, rightly so. Communication's key, right? Wow. It just can't get any clearer. And again, if you're already in a committed relationship or family life, you need to take some solo time and take care of yourself so you can come back rejuvenated. You can come back with appreciation. You can come back into balance with your family or your partner here. Okay? Wow. If you've been on the verge of a breakup, there's a mending happening here. Whatever was causing all of the tension and fighting, it's getting addressed because you're taking care of yourself or your other person's taking care of yourself, and then you come back and you deal with this, you talk about it. Okay? All right. Earth or air? Oh, hold on. Checking. Okay. Earth or air? Air? Okay. It's almost like air. You weren't sure. Like, do I want to? Okay. All right, air signs. For my Gemini, Libra, Aquas. Gemini, Libra, Aquas. Just trying to feel out the deck here. Air signs, what deck do you want? Air signs, what deck do you want? Air signs, what deck do you want? Your energies really are weird, air signs. I feel like you guys are in a really indecisive mode right now. It's feeling very scattered. Very scattered. What element are you even in? Yeah, I just keep getting a very scattered feeling with you, like almost like very Seven of Cups, like not really here, not really present, but you're trying to be, you're trying to make sense of things. It's like things are kind of like meh. And it could be because you're being asked to balance earth and water, which are both not like natural or compatible necessarily with you. So it could be throwing you off a little bit. Yeah, it just feels meh. All right, we're gonna go with Honest Truth deck with you. Any messages or insights from my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the week. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the week. Air signs. You guys might be going into a business partnership. Something might be happening with work where you're being asked to collaborate even more. If your job requires you to collaborate, you're needing to do more, or there's like a new person that's asking you to do like work with them, or you're literally getting some sort of business proposal to work with somebody. Some of you, that's definitely coming through here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you're asking somebody that. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Any messages or insights from air signs for the week. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Four of Pentacles. Okay. All right, I see you. You're in your bubble. You're holding on to yourself. All right, nothing wrong with that. Air signs. Any messages or insights for my air signs? So you guys might be struggling monetarily speaking. Ooh, yeah, maybe even Gemini risings, because like Uranus is going through her 12th house. I just feel a little bit of like scarcity mindset coming in for you guys. Like some of you guys might be holding on to your money or trying to save money. I feel like you guys are having trouble cultivating a plan of action for yourself too. Just because the scatteredness. Any messages or insights? Whoa. Ay. We have 8 of Cups in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. Oh my goodness. Is everybody dealing with love right now? This is attachment. Yikes. This is attachment. This is feeling... I actually feel a little bit of like emotionally out of control. Not stable, not out of control. Just emotionally not stable is really what I'm feeling here. A little bit like I can't get over something, I can't move past something, which is also this like scattered thinking is coming in here, which is also why the Four of Pentacles is here, because you're starting to get into this place of like, I need stability. It's almost getting a little desperate. I need to get a handle on things. Yeah. I need to get a handle on things. I need to get a handle on things. I need to get a handle on things. Some of you guys are really attached to an individual who's not exactly emotionally available. Some of you are actually trying to like repress whatever's coming up for you emotionally because it makes you feel uncomfortable and scattered. And remember, it's funny I said, right? It's like, it's almost like water and earth are asking you to be working with them and you're like, no, I want to be in air. Oh yeah, I don't like this energy. It's making me feel very restless, uncomfortable. It's almost making me angry and agitated. Emotionally, you can't move past something. Whether it's pain or trauma, or it's a person, or something has just made you feel very emotionally overwhelmed and stressed out, but whatever it is, it's emotional. And you're like, oh God, I don't want to deal with this right now. I need to get a handle. I need to get a grip. I need to get a grip. I need to get a grip. Jeez. Okay. Any other messages or insights for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I feel like you're also trying to like not show this too. Like you're trying not to show this stressed out energy to anybody. We have Hierophant in reverse that landed on top of all of this. And on top of all of this, the Hierophant in reverse. When Hierophant in reverse comes out, it could mean that there is something being dismantled. There is some sort of contract being dismantled here. You've been shaken. You've been shaken, air signs. This emotional stuff, this totally correlates with the collective message, but I think all of them do, but this emotional overwhelm, spinning out, scattered thinking, it can be related to something that shook you in the past or something that's shaking you now, okay? It's almost like the way you thought about your stability, the way you thought about what was always going to be predictable or stable has been turned on its head, or was turned on its head, and you just emotionally didn't deal with it, and emotionally it's coming up now. We also have the 2 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So like I was getting this feeling like you want to cultivate a plan, but you're having trouble here. The 2 of Wands and the 6 of Wands is, how do I become victorious? How do I overcome this? How do I overcome this? How do I win? There's a 4 of Wands at play here too, which speaks of relationships or a foundation. So some of you, this is purely about a relationship or a romantic situation where you've been shaken and you're trying to figure out what to do. You're trying to figure out how to get the end result that you want. Very Capricornian. Okay, I don't think that's how you say that. But anyway, others of you, it's just something that has emotionally shaken you, whether it's recent past, present, or way long in the past, and the emotions are coming up because they haven't been dealt with. And it might be coming up because there's something that you need to decide on for your own stability or relationship, and it's just bringing it up, okay? But yeah, it's like this thing of, I need to get a grip. 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 I need to figure out how to win. I need to figure out how to do this. I need to figure out how to handle this. Like, wow, air signs. Some of you, this is also purely about money. If it's about money, I wouldn't be surprised if you have Chiron in Taurus or Chiron in Cancer. Yeah. 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 Some of you it's Chiron Cancer, some of you it's Chiron. It's like I'm feeling like Chiron Earth energy, like Chiron Earth energy and Chiron Cancer. Um, if this is about money, it's shaking your sense of emotional stability. Any other messages or insights for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, or your Chiron's in a house of money. Oh, Jesus. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Landed right on top of the Two of Wands and the King of Cups in reverse. You guys know what the Ten of Pentacles in reverse is. It's feeling like your long-term path, the thing that you've built up, you've invested in, is crumbling. It could be family. Some of you, this is about a divorce. Some of you, it's about a divorce. Some of you, it's about a career falling apart, losing a job potentially. And you're like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I freaking do? Saving graces, overall, you have the Star card. Means you're getting some divine help, okay? You're getting some assistance here. But what the divine is saying, strength in reverse. With the Knight of Wands, oh, beautiful, beautiful. With the Magician, you manifest your way out of this shit, okay? That's what they're saying. That's what Spirit is saying, is like, hey, everything's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. There's a way out here. But you got to trust, you got to have faith, you got to reach into your spirituality, and you got to start manifesting. Knight of Wands with the Magician and the Strength card in reverse. This is, hey, get creative, get in your sacral energy, get in your magician mode, and make some magic happen. But you got to let go of the control. That Four of Pentacles, like I said, you're moving into scarcity mindset about this, and you can't manifest anything but more scarcity when you're in scarcity mindset, right? You want the job back, you want stability back, you want family back, you want a partner back, whatever it is, this is about your foundation, air signs. And the way you do that, you get into your sacral, you get into your spirit, you connect to yourself, and you let yourself flow with it. You let yourself create, you let yourself have fun, and you get into the manifestation mode. All right? You make magic happen, and Five of Pentacles in reverse, you climb right out of that hole. And you do not allow yourself to go into scarcity mindset where it just causes confusion and illusion and acting out of ego and fear and not out of spirit. Okay? Wow. Alrighty. Sorry, I had to be a little firm. Earthykins. Earthykins. Let me just check my time. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Let's do 45. Whew. Hey, Earth signs. Earth signs, Earth signs, Earth signs. Let's do this. Any messages or insights for my Earth signs? Any messages or insights for my Earth signs for the week? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Why do I feel like you guys are dealing with love? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. 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 Oh, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Any messages for my Earth signs? Feeling a lot of Venus energy with you. I mean, Venus is in Capricorn. Taurus is also Venus. Virgos, you'd be feeling the Venus energy too, just because you're another Earth sign. So yeah, it makes sense. I'm feeling strong Venus, like very like flowy, very creative. There's also a nice sensuality to it. I'm not gonna lie, it's very nice. I like it. Yeah, there's a sensuality to it. It's like very artistic, creative, feminine, flowy, yummy, goody goodness. It's a little intoxicating. Yeah, very Venus, very Venetian. Any messages or insights for Earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Interesting. Queen of Swords in reverse. Didn't expect that. It is Libra, so it is Venus. For my Earth signs coming in here, are you not communicating with somebody? Are you holding back a truth, or are you lacking clarity? I feel like you're holding back communication. I feel like there's something you're not saying. Could also be that someone's not talking to you, but There's something you're not sharing. That's what it feels like to me. There's something you're not sharing. You could also just be busy doing you in your Venus mode. Ooh. King of Cups in reverse. You're not talking about your feelings. And again, this could be somebody else, because I feel like someone is in strong Venus energy, like really feeling themselves, you know, like Empress, Queen of Wands, Goddess, like I'm indulging in grapes and wine, and I'm painting and feeling like, you know what I mean? It's like feeling beautiful, whatever. Like someone's really in that vibe, and then over here, someone is like, I'm not gonna share my feelings. I'm not going to address my feelings. I'm not going there. I'm not doing that. Jesus. Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like there's a big truth bomb that someone's just sitting on. Like, honestly. Thank you. Whoever's in Venus mode, be careful. There's a little bit of a cold energy here of like, you're not going to tolerate like emotional detachment. You're not going to tolerate somebody not being open and emotionally available to you. I'm definitely getting that too. Definitely getting that too. There's just something a little cold about it. But I also feel like there's not an expression of emotion either. It almost has a feeling of like making an executive decision and not telling the person you made an executive decision. Like that's how it feels. Yeah, I'm hearing a yes on that. Maybe you've tried and maybe they didn't hear you, because that could also be the case too. But you've also got a lot of feelings that you're not sharing, that you're not expressing. Any messages or insights from my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Ten of Cups, Five of Cups in reverse, and the Tower in reverse. There's another Five of Cups here. So you are dealing with love. Or at least family. You're at least dealing with family or love. It does feel like love, though. With the Ten of Cups, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Tower in reverse, there's definitely some disappointment here. Yeah, there's disappointment. And this is the thing. It's like I said, I feel like there hasn't been, like, here's what I'm feeling, here's what I feel, here's what I think. I feel like there's literally been a choice of, I'm just not going to allow this in my life. And you made that choice internally. Like, that's how it feels to me. Everyone's in different elements this week. But it was disappointing. It was disappointing. And you're not the only one disappointed. The other person's disappointed too. There's two Five of Cups here. 5, 10 equals a 5. There's two Five of Cups here. I feel like there just needs to be a conversation. Any other messages or insights for my earth signs? Capricorn. Magician in reverse. I gotta be honest. There's ego here. There's ego. I feel like the Tower in reverse is actually like, yes, it's indicating something's happened, but it's also indicating resistance, and I can feel it. I can feel it. It's almost like the Tower is like, cause another tower. Like that, like if it could talk, cause another tower, please. Like that's literally how it feels. Unexpressed. Ugh. I'm feeling out the Ace of Wands in reverse too. Almost like there's a lot of unexpressed tension, energy. Oh, sexual energy. Okay, Cappies, I see you. Even Tauruses, I see you. Could be like a Scorpio, I don't know. Because, Tower card. Also King of Cups. King of Cups is Scorpio too. Magician's also my Scorpio card. Yeah, some of you guys are dealing with Scorpios. Anyway. Or you can have Scorpio in your chart. But there's a lot of suppressed desires and feelings here that are not being spoken about because of ego, because of disappointment, of how someone acted or didn't act or didn't say or didn't share or whatever. There's this perception of trickery too. But it's like, yeah, it's ego. When the Magician comes out in reverse and something like this, it's almost like you're trying to manifest from ego, which is just going to create like funky circumstances. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot of pressure of desire. The real wants on both people's ends here. Interesting. Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah. It's the choice. Yeah, you made a choice out of ego. I'm keeping it real with you guys. You made a choice out of ego. Or they did, you know, take it as it resonates. Any other messages or insights from my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, interesting. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We have justice. Justice is here. When justice is here, it's time to balance. It's time for what's right. It's time to it's time for balance. It's time for balance. There's nothing wrong with making a choice like this when you feel like it's out of, like, for your own well-being, but understand the energy you're making a choice from, right? Reflect on yourself and your own role in things before you make a choice like this. There's something about this that also feels like karmic balancing is here. Needs to happen. Yeah, this isn't over. This is not a, I made a choice, I'm done, bye. Like, no. Karma's like, no, it's not gonna work that way. Overall, we have Knight of Cups in reverse. With the Four of Wands, got unexpressed, unexpressed, unexpressed. Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, again, unexpressed. Wow. Jeez. Oh, good Lord. The Devil. Oh, God. The cards just go on and on and on and on and on. So, first of all, like I said, there's a whole lot of not expressing happening here. Not expressing on what someone really wants, what someone really feels, what someone really desires. There's a lot of control factor, a lot of ego going on here. And like I said, it continues. Hold on. Let me get a few here. Let me get a whole lineup for you. Wow. It just goes on, man. Control factor, not speaking on what someone wants. And what do they want? Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles to work on things. But no, I'm going to put a block on that. I'm going to stop that. I'm not going to allow that to move forward. And then we get into this devilish energy here with the Three of Cups in reverse, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the Devil, a decision made out of ego, made out of fear even. And then we have the King of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Eight of Swords, burdened, stressed, in fear. But then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. I'm telling you, I mean, you guys can make choices out of ego all day long, but if there's something that needs to be balanced out divinely, karmically, it's going to happen one way or another, okay? Might be in a way that you don't like, but this, you just saying no and not handling this in a way that is, like, how do I say it? Addressing the energy, like actually addressing the energy, it's just going to hang out in your field. It's going to hang out in your field for days, for weeks, years even, if you're just like, no, meh, if you're leaving it unresolved. Yeah. I mean, God, guys, look at this. Yeah, Spirit's like, yeah, no. Not going to happen. So, Earth signs, if you're the one who did this, I'd really reflect a little bit. I'd reflect on why you felt this way, why you made this decision, and what energy you made it from, what your intention was, and really get into your emotions, really get into your heart space about it. If someone did this to you, I mean, it's just where they're at. It's where they're at in their journey, and no judgment. No judgment from me about it. But yeah, it ain't over. Universe ain't gonna stand for it. All right, guys. I got to go. I hope you guys have had an amazing holiday season, and I hope you guys are still enjoying your time off for those of you who are taking time off. And I hope you guys have a great night and a great week. Take care.